the Urban Binge Radio podcast,
where we discuss viral topics, hot jams, new artists, fun, and informative interviews and conversations. This is your news stop for the hottest trend in urban culture news. 2 shows, 1 podcast, the Urban Binge Show and Sunday Flow Show powered by the Urban Binge.
The Urban Binge Radio podcast. Listen anywhere podcast can be heard.
Haters like, am I going to hell for the things that I could wear? I ain't gonna hide my blessings when I know we've made a way. I'ma sweat it out. Gotta keep my hands high. Hollywood shine. Thank God for what I got. Let's go. Gotta thank them for what I got.
Projections and the letdowns. Now it's hard to make it through the crowd. I miss that. They know I miss that. But I know I'm established.
Anita Baker just need to sit it on down, baby. Sit it on down, Anita. Cause that voice, them vocals been not so crispy lately, as crispy as we have heard them. Okay, we've heard some very great vocals from Miss Anita over the years, and lately, I don't know what she been giving. Lackluster. I need to drink some juice, teas. Yeah, that's what she been giving. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Hey, everybody. Hey, y'all. I'm your boy, Rico Bellucci. I'm your boy, your girl, he, she, him, her, whatever you want to call me. Back with my fucked up ass hair. Huh? You lying? Now she sleep already. See what school will do to you? Knock you out. Mama said knock you out. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. This is another rant on Rico Live. I just wanted to come talk about a few things. I don't want to be on here for long. That was, I guess, my first thing, that Anita Baker needs to sit down. Now, I know Funky love Anita, and Funky gonna be buying a ticket until Anita croak the hell over. Yeah, Funky gonna be buying tickets until Anita croak over. He love him some Anita Baker. Funky dude. So, but she just went on tour again, or her Las Vegas residency again, and I'm like, she don't get no rest. She stays singing. Like, damn, Anita, I think she need to take a break, because she sound like she needs some milk. She's sounding like she needs some milk. Yeah, that's true too. They don't want to be. She like, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Them bitches fell off. She's like, I ain't trying to fall off like the rest of them one-hit wonders. But nah, we'll never forget Anita. I mean, come on. Come on. What have you done to me? I cannot eat. I cannot sleep. Man, we was on Anita for a whole summer, right? For a whole entire summer of 2013 or something. We were on Anita, Grace Jones. Right? Anita, Grace Jones. Ain't that what she said? Beyonce? Something. Anyway, let's get into what I wanted to come on here and talk about. I just have like 4 or 5 topics. One of the first things I want to talk about is I know this is probably old, but Kandi had TS Madison on her little skit or whatever. And I know I said Rico Live is just like me just throwing my thoughts out here. You know, Rico Live thoughts is just me throwing my thoughts out here, what I feel. And I could be absolutely wrong. And it's not for you to sit on here and listen to me. If you don't want to listen to me and you think I sound crazy, you think I sound stupid, you think I sound illiterate, you think I sound dumb, uneducated, whatever you think about me, I really don't give a fuck. You can let me know, but I really ultimately don't give a fuck. If it's nothing that I cannot change, or if it's something that I just don't believe, you know, you just talking bullshit. What I will say is Kandi had TS Madison on her skit, and I was feeling some type of way about that. Like, I love Kandi, I love TS Madison, but I really felt like it was underhanded. I felt like Kandi was trying to play this role. Like, she's a Taurus, so everything she does is well thought out. Also, she'll never forget what a bitch did. I mean, literally, when I say not forget, I mean not forget, and always hold that over that person's head.
All right, amen. I still don't like what Porsha did, but I don't have to be vindictive about it because it's not that deep for me anymore. I guess we could let it. Well, no, we can't let it go. I don't want to let it go. F her. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
That is not like some people, some signs have ways of never forgetting what a person did to them, but knowing how to move on and not mistreat them. Where in Kandi or a Taurus, it's hard for them not to mistreat a bitch while they're holding something over their head. Now, once you forgive the motherfucker and you move on, maybe it's not like that. I can't speak for that part of a Taurus. But for the most part, the Tauruses that I know, they are intentional about their befriending enemies from the past. You get what I'm saying? I am considering TS an enemy of Kandi from the past, based off of some of the things that TS used to say about Kandi, and knowing who Kandi is and her personality. Kandi don't like nobody talking about her music, her sound, or anything like that. So back then, if I'm Kandi and before I met TS Madison, then yeah, my feelings would be hurt. I would be feeling some type of way about Kanye and TS Madison talking shit about me. But, you know, Kandi may have totally forgotten or forgave TS Madison, put her in the skit, and I may be thinking too deep into it. But from what I'm getting from it is that Kandi want these props that are like, oh, Kandi know how to, you know, handle people, and she know how to be in a video with a bitch that doesn't talk bad about her. Not only that, the skit ended with TS cracking the same jokes that Kanye was cracking. At first it started with TS kind of being subtle about her picking at Kandi, and then it became, you know, her jumping on the bandwagon with Kanye. And for Kandi to do the entire skit and not stop it so that it won't be so awkward, have TS say the same stuff in front of Kandi, that's kind of awkward. That's like pushing TS Madison's confidence. That's like pushing her into this confidence level that is probably not there for her at all. She's probably like, I really have to say this in front of Kandi? Like, I really got to talk about this girl voice in front of her. People may talk a lot of shit behind the computer, talk a lot of shit everywhere else, but it's not as easy for you watching me, or for me, it's not as easy for a lot of people to say it to somebody's face, especially when I don't really have a legitimate problem with you. You know what I'm saying? She probably never thought she would be in a video with Kandi, or just in close proximity with Kandi to where she is working with her. You know what I'm saying? Getting the same checks with Kandi, like Kandi Coded, because I think TS just became a consultant of Kandi Coded Nights. Am I wrong? TS is a consultant of Kandi Coded, right? Right. She just became a. So TS probably never imagined her being like this or like this with Kandi, and now the tables have turned, which I am all here for TS Madison. I just think that Kandi is intentional about her putting TS out. Now, if I was TS, I wouldn't have even took this gig, because you're not gonna blackball me or have me looking bad. But TS is so graceful and so humble about the situation that she comes on. Eventually, Beyonce became the biggest star in the world, which she is right now. And some of these same people Kandi is insinuating are fans of Beyonce, are in her face, befriending her, like astounded by her work and astounded by her performances. See, I get to talk about other stuff and I get sidetracked. But yeah, Kandi, to me, that was like a real slick move. You know what I'm saying? Like a I can hang with bitches who used to hate on me. Now I'm their friend, or now I'm their associate. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Hopefully Kandi and TS have worked out their differences. I know that TS knows how to admit where she's wrong. I know TS know how to take a look at herself, admit where she's wrong, and say, you know what, my bad, Kandi. You know, and for the most part, it was Kanye anyway. It wasn't really TS Madison, it was Kanye. But just for Kandi to have this girl repeat this stuff to her, seemed like Kandi wanted sympathy or some props. Like, That's why I love Kandi so much, because she able to work with bitches that's talking shit. And lo and behold, when you go in Kandi comments or TS comments, you see some of those comments of people saying TS is a woman hater. Boom, Kandi got y'all haters liking her now, you know, shit like that. So to me, when I first seen the skit, the first thing popped up in my head was this was underhanded and beneficial to Kandi all in one. And beneficial to TS too, because no matter what, all publicity is good publicity. So as long as it's not super bad, you know, Bill Cosby type of bullshit. But this is not that bad. This is some good publicity that, you know, that will still lift TS's you know, celebrity status up. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I want to move on from that. I think I talked too long on that topic. My last video, I was like, damn, I was talking too long on these topics.
I'm a don't start none, won't be none type of person. But once you started, I'm going to finish it.
The Breakfast Club co-host switch-arounds and switch-ups, I fucking love it, okay? At first, I was like, oh my God, the Breakfast Club need to keep doing these switch-ups, keep doing these switch-arounds, because these are awesome. Having these different women rotate in and out of the Breakfast Club, hearing their voices, hearing their personalities, hearing their opinions, with Charlamagne, very opinionated self, and Envy, it sounds really good, and it looks really good. I love to see Nique, Ebony K. Williams, Tiffany, the Tiffany girl from NBC. I love to see all of them. Angela Rye, Lisa Ray. Did I say Nene Leakes? Like, I love to see all of them. But somebody who killed the game when they first came on was Jasmine Brand. But somebody who I think has taken it and just completely stole everybody's ear is Claudia Jordan.
I see you killing it on the Breakfast Club, young lady. Keep up the good work.
I just want to say to the people that have been commenting in the YouTube and on social media, I am moved and so like appreciative of the positivity. Like, I've never had that high of a percentage of positivity on any project I've ever done. So I thank you. Like, I read them all and I thank you. So thank you. But yeah, I'm in our old stomping grounds. I'm in New York, and you know, I love it out here. It's so fun.
Right.
What's going on? And I want to piggyback off of Al. I actually had to send you a text earlier today. I didn't get a chance to watch the Breakfast Club, but a couple people texted me, and I saw the YouTube video, and like all of the comments were overwhelmingly positive, and they're like, she needs to be the next host. She needs to be the next host. So Claudia, hopefully, you know, the people that are in charge are listening and put you in high consideration. Congratulations.
Thank you. I will say this, I was quite pleasantly surprised to see some of the people in the comments that are also TGIF fans. They said, as long as it don't interfere with TGIF, she can still, I said, okay, now I'm not leaving TGIF. We're going to still keep this show together, because we got people who count on us every week. So
many people called up to the radio yesterday to tell Claudia how good she sounded out on the radio and how they want to hear her. New Yorkers and people in other states, letting Claudia know that she is the voice to take Angela Yee's spot. I was all for Jasmine Brand, but now that I'm hearing Claudia, I'm for Claudia. If they don't do Claudia, they need to do the Jasmine Brand. One of them needs to take Angela Yee's spot. Even if the Jasmine Brand is not in New York City, maybe she can make a couple of trips here and there, but primarily do her room and report from her living room in Atlanta. I'm pretty sure you guys have a way of putting her on the radio virtually, even if she doesn't get the same amount of money or salary as Angela Yee. It could work for the Jasmine Brand to me. Like, that's a good look for the Jasmine Brand. I would love to see the Jasmine Brand hosting Room and Report on the Breakfast Club. But even better would be Claudia freaking Jordan. She sounds so good. And like Charlamagne kept saying, y'all keep forgetting that Claudia is a G in these streets. Claudia said she got her radio license in 1992. 1992 is when Claudia said she got her radio license. So imagine how long Claudia has been on the radio doing this thing. She's been doing this thing for a long ass time. Put some respect on Claudia Jordan's name. She's been doing this for a really long time. But I think Claudia is great for the job. She sounds great. If you have not heard Claudia Jordan on the Breakfast Club, you guys should go tune into that. I mean, literally, Claudia is killing the fucking game on there, right? My only problem with Claudia is she is so pro-woman. Her and Ricky Smiley could not get along because Ricky is so pro-man and Claudia is so pro-woman. She's so everything. Even if a woman does something wrong, Claudia tries her best to find the right in it. She tries her best to say, but well. And if you talk so highly of a man, she's quick to say, well, women do it too. Well, what about women? And then even with transgenders, it seems like she looks at transgenders like, y'all not gonna take our spot. Y'all not real women. And to gay men, it seems like y'all not about to take our spot. We started doing makeup. We started putting on eyelashes, and and she exudes that. And I don't think she really knows. And I think that when it's called out to her, she kind of feels bad. But then again, it's like, do I really give a fuck? No, because that's how I feel. Like I said, a fire truck. Every video we do, y'all gonna get the goddamn fire truck. I promise you. Every video we do, every show I do, whether that's Sunday Flow, The Urban Binge, or Rico Live Thoughts, it's gonna always be the sirens. Always, as you can see. Anyway, so yeah, Claudia probably won't work with two men and no women on this show. I don't know how that will work with Claudia. Claudia needs women on the show with her. If she doesn't have a woman on the show, she feels like she's being double teamed. She said that before to Funky Dineva and Al Reynolds. And I don't think it's a matter of that. I just think it's a matter of her opinion is drowned out because two opinions over this one opinion kind of makes it look like, oh, y'all are taking over me. I mean, that's not really the case. But Claudia, work on that shit. If you're not homophobic and if you're not against gay people or you're not scared that gay people are going to replace women or take women's spot, however the fuck that would happen, if we mimic women, and it's not even a fact of mimicking women. I need people and women to understand that a lot of these gay people and gay people out here, including myself, are born this way. There is a X chromosome and a Y chromosome that a male and a woman, you could be born with the wrong chromosome or one extra leg or one less leg or something like that, and be born with a penis or born with a vagina. And that's why you have women who still date men, but they are tomboys. They may have had that chromosome, that a male chromosome, that shows up in a male. So I don't know. I just want Claudia and people to know that it's not a matter of mimicking or acting like a woman. It's a matter of I was born this way and this is naturally who I am because there's a woman inside of me. When I was born, there was a genetic fuck up. It's not a matter of God make mistakes. It's not about that. It's just a matter of science, and mistakes can happen with us being humans. So, I mean, hey, kids are born with tails and shit. And that's not supposed to happen. They have to cut the tail off. They don't let the baby walk around with a tail. It's a fucking mistake. What do? Banish them to hell because they got a fucking tail? You banish us to hell because it says in the Bible that it's an abomination, but it did not say we were all going straight to fucking hell, okay? It didn't say that. So you read that slave book and you get your understanding the way you get your understanding, slave. Yeah, if the shoot fit, wear it, damn it. Oh, that's my mom and my take. Anyway, I'm gonna move on from that because Claudia Jordan do be pissing me off sometimes. But that little last piece of rant they have nothing to do with Claudia Jordan. It has something to do with the homophobic people and the homophobic people in the world and the church folks. Period. Just overall. Period. Because there's a lot of homophobic people, and it hurts worse when it's homophobic people in your family that's been knowing you since you was a baby, and they still homophobic, and they act as if they don't know that this is naturally you. Like, how could your mind not fathom that? Damn, he been this way or she been this way since they was little. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mama been a tomboy. She never dated women, but all of a sudden when we got older and out of the house, she ended up with a woman when we all got out of her house and stuff. So it's like, and this whole time people knew that my mom was a tomboy. People been saying my mom was a tomboy. She never wore dresses. She wore pants and polo hats and hats and shit and dress, Adidas suits and shit like that. My mama don't be dressing like no girl, never. And gold earrings up her ear and shit, short hairstyles and shit. Now she wears short hairstyles. Back then she used to wear long hairstyles, but people should know, her siblings who are homophobic should know, hell, my sister been gay. Ain't nothing ever happened to her to make her like this. She been like this. And that should make you accept it more, knowing that a person has been this way since they were born. But no, you ignorant black motherfuckers out here just want to be condemning somebody, judging somebody, going at somebody's neck, putting somebody in hell, when you the one gonna be the main one down there burning with all your skin and all your flesh. Stop judging people. Including myself. Stop judging people.
My mouth on the situation. Why? Because I am to speak only of that which I absolutely know and testify to what I have seen with my own eyes. If we're going to live by the scripture, we're going to live by the scripture. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I didn't.
Kym Whitley and Sherri Shepherd. So before I get started, a lot of people probably already know Kym Whitley and Sherri Shepherd have two funny mamas. If you're on this channel and you never watched Two Funny Mamas, then you know that if you on this channel and you watch me, you probably know that I talk about Two Funny Mamas all the time. I always add them in my videos, always talking about them because they are so funny. I love their show. I love listening to them. And I just love how funny they are. And they have such a chaotic show. The show is not organized at all. It's very unorganized, and they typically tend to say that often. It started as a joke, and now that they've won an NAACP award, it's kind of like the theme, of the show, that they are chaotic, not organized. Kym's always yelling at her boy, telling him go do his homework, telling him get off the floor, stop doing this. And Sherri always got somebody coming over there talking to her. Like, it's real chaotic, very unorganized, but very funny and very entertaining to watch and listen to. So yes, I love Two Funny Mamas. I love Kym and Sherri on Two Funny Mamas, the two together. But here's the thing, they talked about Monique before. They talked about Monique, I think, twice before on their podcast in the past 3 years that I've been watching them. 2 or 3 years that I've been watching them. I think 3 years I've been watching them. And they talked about Monique twice before this time. And they always speaking of her in a way of provoking. They're always talking in a way of like they're provoking her, like they're going to provoke an argument out of Monique, or like, I don't know, maybe like there's this underlying issue between the three and they're ready for Monique to pop off so I can just reveal what the fuck you did. That's what it be seeming like, because I just can never fathom why they go there on Monique all the time. I said Monique, that's my little brother. Monique all the time. I don't understand why they always go there on Monique. They always seem to bring up something that is in a negative light towards Monique, okay? Like, I remember one time before, I'm not gonna be able to find the clip, and I don't give a fuck about going to go find, believe me or don't believe me, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. They once talked about, Sherri, messy ass, brought up, Kym, why did you and when DL Hughley got into it, go look up the date of DL Hughley argument and go to Two Funny Mamas page and go look up that episode after DL Hughley and Monique gets into it. Go look at that episode after Monique them got into it. Look at that news article, then go find Two Funny Mamas episode, and you will find on there when they first brought up Monique, or this was the second time they brought up Monique, and they discussed Monique and Kym's fallout via Sherri. Sherri was like, what happened with you and Monique? You was on the Parkers, y'all were close friends.
No. This for Monique. So Monique, there's a program with Gerald's face on it in the front. It's his recent picture, all sexy, and then in the back it was a picture like in high school with a jerry curl. And so me and Monique was sitting there, no real tension, but we knew we was tight a little bit. And Monique leaned over to me and she held the program, and she's to the front of the program. She said, "This is when I had them." Then she flipped it over. She said, "That's when you had them." We busted out laughing. It was so funny. When I tell you we almost got kicked out, we couldn't stop laughing. That's when we got back. That's when we got back together in our friendship.
That's nice. So here's the thing: both of y'all were intimate with Gerald Levert and your friends.
Yeah. Why do you think that's? Ain't but one Gerald Levert. What you gonna do? You gonna miss out an opportunity to be with Gerald Levert? No, I think it was fine. Sherri, okay. Everybody ain't like you is selfish, okay?
Because I just was about to say, the thought of you being with any of my men, there's a rage that rolls up in my body.
There should be a rage, because if I got with any of your men, you should be upset that I lowered my standards.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. Did she shut it down?
Yep, that's the end of the show.
Oh, that was funny, Kym.
Close on that one.
I can't say nothing.
They're going, know the rules about what?
Monique and DL Hughley. That situation that happened this week. That's all I'm saying. And you can't say nothing. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that name? No, you can say the name. I mean, it's in the news. That's the whole thing. We're not saying anything. We're just saying.
Can I ask you really quickly? Can you just explain? You and Monique used to be really, really good friends. Yes?
Yes.
Used to be really good friends. Then all of a sudden there was just like a break. I think because it's on Google, it's very, very public. There was a break in you guys' a little, in your friendship. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it's you stopped talking to Monique or Monique stopped talking to you. But you guys aren't really chummy like that any longer.
No.
Do you miss that?
I can't say I miss it, because then John gonna get on me. No, that's
the wrong question. That's my fault. Uh-huh. So sometimes seasons happens.
And friendships, yes, let's be honest. Let's just be honest. I miss the friendship. I've said this before. This is not I've had girlfriends. Your people are in your life for a season, a reason, or a lifetime. And I've had friends that were just there for a season. I can name not a bunch of names, but a couple people that I'm like, I think about them. I'm like, oh, I wonder what they're doing. And I remember what we used to do.
Some people, if they're supposed to be in your life just for a season or a reason, sometimes what we do is we make the mistake of trying to move them over to the lifetime section.
All the people who say that.
Okay, I'm gonna do this. Y'all have got to see Monique in this scary movie called The Reading.
Oh, right. Remember?
Oh, my gosh.
My boy did the movie.
He did? Who was it? People?
Here, you were giving kudos. You were giving kudos to this.
Yes. Okay, let me tell y'all something.
Reading. Look at her.
Go watch.
You saw it?
Yes.
My boy Rob Wilkes, who was a producer at the radio, is his movie.
This is why I hate that Monique got blackballed by Hollywood. You could take it down.
She's fierce, huh?
Monique won the Oscar for Precious for a reason. And like I said, people underestimate comics. She's really, really good. She's a great actress. Now, personality-wise, she's always getting in trouble. Always. If it's not with another comic, D.L. Hughley, it is with the industry. It's somebody. But this movie, The Reading with Monique, when I tell you, I almost turned off. This sucker it scared me. But Monique is funny in it too. It's a horror / damn comedy. I'm gonna tell you something. And Monique got it on her thing. So it's not gonna be me giving away the movie because she's got it posted. When people are getting killed, because it's a scary movie, so somebody's always getting killed. The girl who about to get killed, Monique got a knife. And she does this because the girl's like, you think this is a joke? And Monique is doing this because she crazy as bat. And Monique is like this. She like this. And she looks up at the girl. She goes, bitch, is that my sweater? Because the girl put on Monique's clothes. She goes, bitch. She do her nose up. Is that my sweater? When I tell you, first of all, I was like this. And then I fell out laughing.
Oh, my God.
Fell out. Y'all look at The Reading.
Monique. Spiritual possession in the trailer.
Because it's about spiritual possession. Yep. But I want y'all to look at The Reading and then leave comments on the YouTube, the show, and tell me how you like The Reading. That daggone girl had me cracking up.
Really?
Yes. And I hate that Monique, whatever stuff was going on, we're not going to talk about it, that led to her being blackballed. I hate that because as an actress,
great talent.
She's so talented. Monique should be where Melissa McCarthy is right now.
Absolutely.
After winning an Oscar. Tiffany Haddish did not win an Oscar, but was one of the biggest blockbuster movies. And look at where Tiffany Haddish is. Mm-hmm. Monique won an Oscar for Precious and should be doing much, much more. And that is all I'm going to say. That's it. But I am going to give her props for this suspense horror called are we too loud?
You end up falling out. What happened? She ended up explaining this story about Joel Levert. Monique, Kym Whitley dated Joel Levert, and we knew this before she even got on TV One. So a lot of people was like, TV One, she reveals that she was with Joel Levert. Well, if you were watching Two Funny Mamas or listening to the podcast, they already discussed that she was fucking with Joel Levert. And Monique started fucking with Joel Levert after asking Kym, can I fuck Joel Levert? Because he on to me and I'm on to him. We're on to each other. We like each other. And Kym was like, sure, shit, fuck it. Go ahead, go fuck him. And I can't quite remember what was the fallout, but it had something stemming from there. And since then, they haven't been talking. Well, hell, I thought Monique been with Sydney forever. I didn't even know she had time to fuck some other dick. Or suck some either. So that was kind of surprising. That was some tea already and some news for me to hear that much. So she was fucking Joel Levert behind Kym Whitley pussy sitting on it. And of course we know Kandi said she was too. So he had hoes literally in different area codes. I mean, literally, he got Monique in Baltimore. He got Kym over in California. He got Kandi in the ATL. Joel Levert, Jay said today, Lord rest his soul. But Jay said, what you say Joel Levert is? Wait, what you say Joel Levert is? Lord rest his soul. But that's what Jay said today. We was having a discussion about, Claudia was having a discussion on Breakfast Club about why women are called hoes and men are not called hoes. And she actually had that conversation with Funky Dineva and Al Reynolds as well. And Funky was saying it's just not right for a woman. But Jay was saying it's just not right for a man either, period. The way I look at it is a man is a hoe too, period. So yeah, we were talking about Joel Levert, how he had Kym, Monique, and Kandi in 3 different parts of the United States, because all of their stories seem to be at the same time. Joel Levert lived to about 2003, 2004, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, something like that. So yeah, he had a lot of different hoes in different area codes, and we know that. Now, But they brought up Monique, and I couldn't figure out why y'all be trying to bring her up in a negative light. Like, why was it necessary to talk about how she falls out with people all the time and shit? So this time they bring up Monique again, but with another underhanded comment, you know, like she did good in her movie, but she was blackballed because she always in something. And Kym doubled down on top of Sherri's comments. Kym said, yep, always in something. And I was just like, damn, what have Monique done to y'all that y'all would provoke an argument or provoke? Because y'all know she gonna respond. The bitch don't never not respond, okay? You better believe you say something to Monique, she's fucking responding. And lo and behold, Monique did respond. Hello, Sherri Shepherd and Kym Whitley. First, thank you for your compliments regarding my talents and performance in the reading. I couldn't help but notice, though, that you two said because of my personality, I'm always getting in some trouble. You did attempt to show a connection between my personality here and me being blackballed, along with the fallout I had with brother DL Hughley. In addition, you two within the same breath mentioned how we as comics are underestimated. First thing, kids with their parents, criminals with the law, and slaves with their masters get into trouble. The last time I checked, I don't fit into any of these categories to get in trouble with anyone mentioned. Do you two? When you two say we as comics are underrated, and you, Sherri, Kym, and I are ironically all black female comics, why do you think we're underrated? My personality is of such where I have to speak up and against injustice so we can stop being, as you both said, underrated. And if you notice, I haven't ever started a conversation about you two that involved any negativity in any way in all of the years that I've known both of you. Check my resume. I don't go knocking on anyone's door saying things I cannot substantiate. But some people have a problem with me because when they knock on my door with bullshit, I answer. Anytime the team of you two sisters would like to speak with the team of my husband and I, we welcome it. Thank you two again for the compliments, though backhanded. And please know, regardless, I still love you both to life, sisters. In quotes. I love us for real. So Monique really went there. But I tried to figure out why in the fuck did Kym and Sherri, why were they so bold about, you know, criticizing or bringing up this negativity when her career is doing pretty good right now? You know, we don't have her getting along with Tyler Perry because last thing we heard was she was saying fuck Tyler Perry and Oprah still. But why is it that you would bring this up knowing that Tyler Perry still is trying to befriend this woman, still trying to get in good with her, you know, because he feel like, you know, maybe we did do her a little dirty. And he put the movie on his network. BET Plus is owned by Tyler Perry, if you guys want to see. He's the owner of BET Plus. If you guys pay attention, he put it on his thing, on his show. Lee Daniels, who also were one of the ones that did her wrong, is the director, writer, and creator of this movie for her and casted her in it. You know what I'm saying? Why would Sherri and Kym bring this up? It's like you're trying to bring up the issue of blackballing so that anybody who has it in their mind now to cast Monique would say, you know what, I remember that. We're not going to cast her. So I completely understand Monique, but I don't understand why Kym and Sherri had all this boldness to go run their mouth and say this on their podcast, but couldn't comment under here and say my apologies. Because you're right. From our understanding, you've never started a conversation about us, let alone it be negative or cast us in a negative light or a negative way. So I completely understand where she's coming from when she's trying to, when she's saying what she's saying, and I completely understand where some people are coming from, you know, with Sherri them. Now, a lot of people don't know what this is all about. Sherri and Kym Whitley are best friends. They've been best friends for years now, for a lot of years, for several years. And they have a podcast together called Two Funny Mamas because they raise children together as best friends. Not only that, they share boyfriends, and I've told you guys about that before. If you don't know about that, type in Rebel TV Two Funny Mamas, Rebel TV Two Funny Mamas, or the Urban Binge Two Funny Mamas in the YouTube search box, and you guys should find my video discussing Andre, their boyfriend, who is also Kym Whitley. I said it, but both of their boyfriends, Sherri and Kym, sharing boyfriends, and his name is Andre. But he's a great man. You know, they can send him on errands, send him to go do this, send him to go do that, and the nigga do anything they ask him to do. Literally anything they ask him to do, he do it immediately. He go to the grocery store, he take the boys out to play basketball, honey, everything. I said, damn, Andre don't play no games, do he? Andre don't play no game. He's a good man, Savannah. That's a good man, Savannah. That's a good man. But yeah, up there's the fire. There's our background music, the fire truck again. I got these rings under my eye. Somebody help me. Tell me what I can use. Don't be telling me no bullshit. Something that I can use that's really gonna work, okay? Because I don't want to be using no bullshit. But I just don't understand why Sherri them. And Sherri them don't understand that we love Monique so much that we will label Sherri. Sherri and Kym don't want to be canceled and labeled as antagonists or bullies because we love Monique. Now, no matter what Monique done did, for the most part, the masses love Monique Sherri. So I don't know why you want to provoke an argument or press her buttons, but I think that it was best in the day and time that we live in with the millennials now. We don't want the bullshit. I'm not answering to that. You were bold enough to say it on your podcast. What would make us respect Sherri and Kym more is if they were bold enough to go right up under Monique's post and say our bad. Not sit back like old aunties and say we ain't responding to that. We ain't drama. Y'all are drama and y'all are messy aunties because y'all sat up there and talked this shit on y'all podcast, but y'all could not comment when she spoke to y'all. Comment right under her shit and say, you know what? My bad. I'm sorry. Now, Sherri might pull a move because she do have the brain of John Murray behind her. Sherri may pull a move and she may bring Monique onto the show like Wendy Williams would do, you know, and boldly talk to her face to face. Now, this is not a afternoon 2:30 p.m. This is a morning show. So we don't want no Oprah Winfrey sentimental 2:30 p.m. 3 o'clock soap opera type of sadness at 9 and 10 a.m. We want moving, come on, moving, fast moving show, fast running show. That's what we want to get us going, to get us feeling like we're in the mood. We don't want sadness and deep talking with Monique. I think Monique is better off coming on the podcast. I think it's a better setting. I don't think, and for the type of conversation, unless the apology is going to happen on the podcast and you're going to interview her. Unless she come on the podcast and you just interview her about career-wise stuff on the show in that setting. But in that setting, it does not need to be a conversation about the beef or about, you know, you always bringing up my name. We want to see it boldly. The way Monique do this shit, we love that shit. Sometimes we say, shut up, Monique. But for the most part, we love her honesty because we nosy as millennials. We want to know it all. We love the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So Sherri, Kym, it's better to not hide behind the wall, to not be old aunties and say we're not responding to no drama. It's better to comment under it. As bold as y'all were to say it out your mouth, you should be bold enough to go into these comments and say, our apologies, that's our bad. Our point was never to trigger Monique. But no, I think Sherri is going to continue to play the game and act like we're not going to respond to Monique, make her look crazy. And that is not right. That's absolutely wrong. That's absolutely wrong. And if anybody is watching this, send this shit to Monique and send it to Sherri and Kym so they can get the point. I don't give a fuck about fame or being noticed. I want Sherri and Kym to be let known about themselves. They need to be let known that they was wrong and Monique is right. After Monique said what she said, it was more understood. Like, you're right. You ain't never brought them up. Why the fuck they brought you up? And I want people to understand that this is not the only time. Go back and watch Two Funny Mamas. Like I said, do your research. They've discussed Monique twice before in a negative light and still gave her underhanded compliments saying she's so funny. Nobody can outdo Monique. Nobody can outfunny Monique. B Flat spoke about her before. I think the first time they spoke about her. So they continue to bring Monique up and bring up her flaws and negativity as if she is a scrub. You know what I'm saying? Like she is completely kapoof, disappeared, gone, and out of the industry when still people are pulling for her in the industry. And she's not completely gone. She's not a Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? He's disgraced Bill Cosby. So people talk bad about him and don't really give a fuck. Monique, you can't do that about because we will cancel Kym and Sherri as bullies and antagonists or label them as that, if not cancel them as that. That's what, you know, that cancel culture is all about. They'll be quick. And I think people need to stop saying cancel. The point is the canceling comes indirectly. We get so upset with what you have done to offend the culture that we just disgust it with listening to your music, disgust it with being entertained by your entertainment. That is what cancel culture is. So while people always talk about cancel culture, get rid of cancel, it's not something easy to get rid of. It's a thing that we do that has now been titled. It's a thing that everybody been doing that has now gotten a title. It's called cancel culture, but people been doing it. It just never had the title cancel culture. People been offended by artists doing offensive stuff, offending the culture, and completely not having the taste on their tongue to be entertained by their artistry. That's simply what the cancel culture is. It's not something that we do purposely. It's something that is done indirectly. It's something that is done naturally that has been labeled after the action. The action of cancel culture has been around. The label cancel culture just came upon it, okay? Cancel culture is just a label. It's a new label. People been losing the taste of entertainment and artistry. people been losing the taste of the entertainer after they offend the culture. It's normal. You can't offend the culture. You can't be offensive and think that people gonna have a taste for your artistry still. Your artistry is distasteful now because you've done something. Yeah, people just gotta really just really stop doing shit and you won't be canceled. Seriously. Sherri and Kym was wrong. Y'all need to comment under this post and stop trying to do no private apology, because we don't want a private apology. We the new millennials, we the new age kids. We want you to be bold about it. You said what you said on that podcast, say what you gotta say on Monique comments, under Monique comments. I think the main thing people getting tired of is Sydney. But you know what? When people in love, people in love. People probably get tired of me being up on the J. People probably get tired of Jay being up on me. We've been together 9 years, going on 10 years or 10 years or something. But we always with each other. And people probably who are attracted to me, they don't like to see that. People who are attracted to me solely, they're haters. They just don't want, you know what I'm saying? It's people who in the industry just want Monique and don't want the brain of Sydney there, because then if they have the brain of Sydney, it's like Sydney is an extra brain, and it's like Sydney is spitting to her stuff that may be logical to him that's not logical to the person on the other side of the table. So you like, bye Sydney, get the hell on, because you always saying some shit when she would have just heard my point, came up with her point, and we could have came to a common ground. But here's a third brain over here attached to her brain, and then we got to come to a common ground with this double thought over here. So I get it. People get tired of the double thought of couples who are attached and do business together like that. Even mothers and daughters, or mothers and sons and fathers, or whatever, momagers and fathers, you know, who manage their children. People get tired of that because they're like, you know, you have this strong stance when if I was talking to this kid or this person by themselves, then it probably wouldn't be such strong stance. Also, don't try to get over on people, white people. Anyway, speaking of Monique and the movie The Reading, Monique did an awesome job, okay? I think that if you have not seen the movie, it's so bad that if you email me or if you DM me or something on the Urban Binge, I'll tell you guys how to watch it for free, and I'll send you the link. So if you're watching me right now, DM me, send me a message on the Urban Binge Instagram, and I will tell you guys how to watch the movie. You have to be a real person. Your Instagram has to be a legitimate Instagram, and your post and everything. You can't just have made the Instagram. Instagram me, DM us on Instagram at the Urban Binge, and I will send you the link to how to watch The Reading for free on your phone, from your tablet. And if you know how to cast to the TV, you'll be able to cast it straight to the TV if you know how to do that. But everybody is able to watch it. If you want to watch it and you really want to see it, you need to see The Reading. When I tell you this is a 10 out of 10 movie, or I'll say it's a 9 out of 10, because there are some things that I didn't understand, but for people who completely understand it. And also, if you're not into witches, it's harder to understand. Not really into witches, but on another spiritual level. Me and Jay are on another spiritual level, wherein I'm spiritual over here, Jay is spiritual over here. So Jay know a lot of demonic stuff, like a lot of demonology stuff. Jay is not a demon. Jay loves the Lord, okay? But Jay knows a lot of demonology stuff. So when I'm watching it and have a person who knows things about the devil, and things, patterns in witches and stuff, it's really deeper, because then you understand it better. I promise you understand it better. And I don't know demonology like that. I know more so, you know, the churchy part of things, or the biblical part of things. Not really churchy, but like, you know, I'm more into the other side of things, but I am into the, you know, demons parts and the spirits, and I've been into that kind of stuff. Jay is just deeper because Jay knows names and stuff like that. So it's like, whoa, sounds and stuff like that. So it's really deep. So if you're not sitting with somebody like that, then it's probably a lot of stuff gonna go over your head. A lot of stuff gonna go over your head. If you ain't intelligent and you ain't got it, then the movie is just gonna come off as a horror movie or a demonic movie to you. You won't really get it. I'm telling you. You have to be on another level of thinking. And you have to know spirituality in order to understand and get it, and it really take you back like, whoa. It's gonna still take you back, because the plot and everything, just the whole storyline, it just completely flips on your ass. Completely. Everything flips on you in an instant, and you're going to be shocked. Okay? DM me if you want to watch the movie. I can send you the link. This is for the people in poverty. This is for people who are having a hard time paying for daycare, and your children be staying at home sometimes. This is for people who are looking for a job but can't pay for a job, can't pay for cable, but you really want to watch this movie. Okay, don't be coming over here if you're able to pay for the movie. Pay for BET Plus for a month, guys. Support Tyler Perry. He is a black businessman who owns BET Plus. Lee Daniels made this movie. Support Monique by downloading this movie, watching this movie. Don't go watch it for free if you have the means to pay for the movie, okay? This is only for people who don't have the means to pay for the movie. All right, please.
I don't want to do this anymore.
What is it you're not telling me?
Remember that guy, Johnny?
Yeah, the white boy from the last reading. What about him?
His mom came so close to touching me.
What happens when they touch you?
They possess you.
Emma Leeden, she's an author. She's wanted this guy to do a reading for her.
What's the catch?
Her husband and 2 children were killed in a home invasion about 2 years ago. Emma barely survived.
I told you I was scared. If you go and find another gig.
You're talking about $100 grand.
Emma, this guy's the one doing your reading today.
I've heard some amazing things about you.
I hope I can help you in some way today. You ready? Take deep breaths.
I heard footsteps.
That's creepy.
How did you do that?
This has never happened before.
And she locked us in.
We got to snap her out of it.
Sky? Hey, Mommy. What you doing?
I think we're trapped in here. Hide. Stop her.
We can't.
Run!
But Monique did such a good job, guys. You guys really have to watch it if you have not seen it. I really encourage everybody. The reading on BET Plus, guys, go support Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels, and Monique in this movie. Pay for it. You know, you'll find some other stuff. Some other stuff on BET Plus is The Impact. Watch The Impact. If you're into reality shows and Baldwin Hill, College Hill, stuff like that, I think all of that is on there as well. But The Impact is like an upbeat, more upgraded version of that. Also, it's kind of like growing up hip hop, but it's like these kids are richer on The Impact. These kids, these influencers, these are a bunch of influencers who have millions of followers and who get paid to post people ads and stuff like that on their Instagram. And a lot of them, some of them are baby mamas or exes of rappers. And one of them, Tay, is the hairstylist of Nicki Minaj and many other people, but the most notable person who hair he does currently is Nicki Minaj. And he's really killing the game, Tay. But yeah, I think you guys should really go see that. Monique deserves an Oscar for that movie. Not only that, Loretta Devine was in what's Tyler Perry movie? A Fall from Grace. A Fall from Grace is what the reading is, like a thriller, like A Fall from Grace, kind of, right? Wouldn't you say that? Because A Fall from Grace was really a thriller, right? It was a shocker. And when I'm sitting with Jay, I'll be like, see, that's why you got to be advancing your thinking, because Jay already be knowing. Jay already knew, oh, that's Felicia Rashad's son. And I'm like, baby, no, it's not. It's no way possible. They ain't give me no inkling that that was her son. Anyway, so I'm going to move on to my next thing. It's crazy because I'm talking about this demonic stuff, and I'm moving on to my next note. Something that, speaking of Nicki Minaj, somebody said Charlamagne predicted his run for his Super Bowl thing. He thinks that next year when they go to Nevada, Taylor Swift will be doing the halftime show, which I can kind of agree with that. They're gonna go with somebody white. They're gonna go with somebody white, probably, more than likely this time. Are you passing it? And they have a fight with the damn Justice Department, and the Army has to follow what Trump said, but the Justice Department is telling the police to push the Army back. Now it's a war between the Army and the goddamn police and the FBI, because the Justice Department is telling them to tell the Army no. Trump ass is evil, baby. He trying to start a war inside of America. He is evil, and they know what's up. They have meetings and they have to listen to this man. Now that we have a president like this, they have to listen. They have to listen to Nixon. They have to listen to all these Republican racist bitches. They have to listen to Biden when he promised things. That's why they be holding it against Kamala them. Like, y'all said y'all gonna do this. Where that? What money? Canceling student loans when? I know that, but I'm just saying they hold them to the fire because they make these promises. Right, yeah, that's crazy. Jay was just saying she got a letter from her doctor's office which caters to transgenders only, and they're doing something new. Well, Jay's doctor already just left, so Jay has to find a new primary care doctor, and with that, now they're asking Jay to sign up for this registry, all transgenders. And Jay, like Jay said, this could be some type of slick shit to have a number on their backs so that they can know at all time where this transgender live, where they at. So if a new law comes into place where they need to lock them up, they can lock them all up. And we have to wait 4 years for the next president to get into office before all transgenders are let out of this boot camp or this program or something. You never know. That'll be some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we living in a crazy time, and somebody on here may be looking like, you far-fetched with it. No, motherfucker, I'm not. Okay? Trump is trying to do some crazy shit. Why would my mama be calling the urban bench right now? Why would she be calling the urban bench? I am doing a show. I don't know why she chooses to call me every time. No, text her and say, I'm recording a video, please, baby. I got one more topic. That's it. My God. Anyway, Charlamagne gave his rundown. He thinks that Taylor Swift will be in Nevada tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but the next Super Bowl. And he said that the Super Bowl after that, he thinks that Lil Wayne will have an opportunity, or Birdman will have an opportunity to do like a Dr. Dre thing and have Nicki, Drake, and all these people come out on stage, which I think so too. If they don't hurry up and do that, that'll be bullshit. Come on now. Y'all gotta have Lil Wayne and Nicki them. Somebody called in and said Cardi, and all of them was like, no. Cardi doesn't have the catalog right now. I don't know why they want to push Cardi so bad. Cardi is great for reality TV and TV period, but she's not good anywhere else. Why is she calling me now on Messenger? I don't know. Anyway, guys, let's move on. Prophetess rebukes Beyonce. So this prophetess, she comes from Matthew Stevenson Church from Anwa. I did not know that. She's a prophetess, Tiffany something from Anwa. What I want to know is who ordains these people as prophets and prophets? I thought you had to be ordained. Secondly, I'm assuming you don't have to be ordained anymore. And if you're not ordained, are you like the real deal? Because you just call yourself a prophetess and we supposed to just have faith that you're a prophet and follow in your teachings or something? Like, I'm totally confused. I thought you had to be ordained as a prophet, and I've never heard of her. At least Juanita Bynum, we've been knowing from her for a long time. I don't even know no other prophetess beside Juanita Bynum. Now I know all these new prophetesses, but none of them have been around as long as Juanita Bynum, from my understanding. You know, there may be other ones. I mean, of course I know the one that just died. I forget her name, but I'm saying currently, right now. But she rebuked Beyonce, and she was saying, you know, when you go to this girl concert, you a part of her ritual. Hope you know that. And I was just thinking, she done call me Instagram, Facebook, and now on my phone. Why, ma? Stop keep calling me. I'm not about to answer right now. Lord have mercy. If Jay texts you and say I'm doing a video, then I'm doing a video. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so Jay was saying, and we was looking at Carlton Pearson, and Carlton Pearson was saying, here, Jay, that the slaves was doing rituals. When they were calling on the ancestors and calling on Jesus and everything, they were doing rituals. And then I end up looking up the whole, you know, Christianity thing, and how slaves would listen to their master's preacher. So the master had a preacher that the slaves was listening to. Ain't no telling what the master preacher was preaching to these slaves to make them believe. And the African slaves that came over already had religions. They had religions before they got over here. They just ended up adopting the Bible because the white man would say something like, if the slave say, what that? You know, like, what that right there? You know, he'd say, oh, this book here, this book talks to me. You know, and then from what I read, it would be like the slave, when the master go upstairs and leave the book, the Bible down purposely, the slave would sneak over and pick the Bible up and put it to his ear to see if the Bible could speak. And the Bible didn't speak. That's what I just read. And so it's kind of like, I don't think that that's the real deal of what happened. I don't think that's what really happened, but it's kind of like how they ended up adopting it. It was like a sneaky ease this in type of thing. So then it make me want to go back and figure out who the fuck decided what went in the Bible and what did not go in the damn Bible to make these slaves believe this. And not only that, what was the Africans' religion? If their religion was not the Bible that we know today, what Bible was, where's the Bible that they were reading? And what are the religions and what were the religion practices? It's just deep. It's just real deep. Like Carlton Pearson was talking about how they all were doing rituals, and how we basically do rituals today, calling on Jesus Christ. We're calling on the Holy Spirit. I just think the word ritual has been adopted by witches. So now, just like, you know, the zodiac signs and reading of the stars. And so now everybody who's in Christianity or who's a Christian believes that it's of the devil. The zodiac signs, to understand and read the stars, is of the devil. You know, all, like, to believe in Buddha is the devil, all of that. We never know how God set all this stuff up. You know, like, these Chinese people probably are supposed to believe in this person, but maybe God is still getting all the glory through them worshiping Buddha. We do not know. We do not know. It's just so crazy. If you have not watched Ancient Aliens, I encourage y'all to go watch Ancient Aliens, okay? Not only do I encourage y'all to watch The Reading and Spell, I know, 2 demonic movies, but I also, what is my mama saying? I also encourage y'all to watch Ancient Aliens. Please go watch Ancient Aliens. You guys, well, your mind is just gonna blow away, okay? Okay, your mind is gonna be blown away. It's just so crazy. I'm studying, I'm reading. Every time I'm doing my Sunday Flow show, I'm looking up stuff and I'm reading something and I'm caught up, and I'm taking too long to edit because I'm getting caught up in reading this stuff. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now I want to know, what were the African religions? What was the Bible that they were reading? You know, like, what were the religion practices of the African slaves before they came to be slaves in America? What were they doing in Africa? Like, it's just crazy. And I read that all slaves weren't Christians, you know, like, they had their own beliefs. And it wasn't necessarily that they were believing not in God, they just hadn't adopted Christianity. It may have been another religion that they were, you know. It was saying, something that I read said a lot of the African Americans came over as, a lot of the African slaves came over as Muslims. And I was like, dang, from what we hear about Muslims today, Christians just really push ourselves away from Muslims. So did Muslims adopt a different belief but kept the name? I don't know. Just got to do more studying, more reading. Reading is fucking fundamental. When you read the shit, you get a better understanding, your head explodes, and you're just like, wow, that's how I'm left. I'm always left in awe. Like, oh my God. Just like, I thank God for Google and just the knowledge and these scientists and these historians who really study this stuff and choose to put the truth out here for us to know what the truth is. I really appreciate them so much. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys check out my Sunday Flow show, which is the gospel music podcast show. We discuss things like this, Christianity and Christian topics. And throughout February, we've been doing the Black History hot topics. And we also play gospel music while we chat. Okay, so you get gospel music, you get some chatter, you get some gospel music, you get some chatter, some hot topics, stuff like that. Make sure you tune into the Urban Being Sunday Flow show. Everywhere podcasts can be heard. Everywhere podcasts can be heard, all over. Make sure you also check us out on YouTube. If you don't want to listen to the show and you want to watch it with your eyes, you want to watch it, you can also go to it on YouTube. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, make sure you hit that bell, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. You're hitting the bell so that you can be notified every time we go live. So just like a text message comes down as a notification, when you hit the bell, you'll be notified every time we post a post. Make sure you hit the bell and make sure you hit all. Hit the bell, then hit all, okay? We really appreciate everybody for tuning in. I am Rico Bellucci. Make sure you follow me at Rico Bellucci on Twitter, at Rico Bellucci on Instagram, and follow us on Instagram at The Urban Bench. DM me if you want to see the reading, if you want to see Spell. Also, I'll tell you how to find Ancient Aliens. Right here on YouTube, you just search Ancient Aliens. But DM me if you want the Spell or the reading, if you want to see those movies. And like I say, you have to have a legit Instagram. You have to really have followers and posts and stuff like that. Don't be coming over there and you got 0 posts and 0 followers and you follow 50 people. 100 people. Like, come on, I'm not going to respond back to you. I probably won't even get the message because of the privacy settings that we have set up on the Urban Binge. So make sure you guys follow at the Urban Binge, everywhere you can follow us at Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We're gonna make a Snapchat really soon. Make sure you check out our OnlyFans. Lascivious is gonna change, the name's gonna change, and I'll promote that a little bit more when we start uploading over there. But we do have a Lascivious, OnlyFans coming soon. Sex podcast and some sexual videos as well. Will it be us or will it not be us? I don't really know. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Happy Valentine's Day. Yesterday, at this point. And I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
The Urban Binge Radio Podcast,
where we discuss viral topics, hot jams, new artists, fun, and informative interviews and conversations. This is your news stop for the hottest trend in urban culture news. 2 shows, 1 podcast, The Urban Binge Show and Sunday Flow Show, powered by The Urban Binge.
The Urban Binge Radio Podcast. Listen anywhere podcast can be heard.
Haters like, am I going to hell for the things that I could wear? I ain't gonna hide my blessings when I know we've made a way. I'ma sweat it out. Gotta keep my head high. Hollywood shine. Thank God for what I got. Let's go. Gotta thank them for what I got.
It was just a blessing in disguise. Thank you, 'cause I dodged a bullet. When you walked out, I thought that it was over, but it turned out it was just a blessing in disguise.